Hello, food lovers, and welcome back to my kitchen. Today, we're diving into a recipe that's pure comfort food perfection. Cheesy, garlicky, absolutely irresistible garlic breadsticks. Trust me, once you try these, you'll want to make them all the time. They're perfect as an appetizer, a side dish for pasta night, or just for those moments when you need a serious cheese fix. They're way better than anything you can get delivered, and so much fun to make. So, if you're ready to create the ultimate cheesy delight that will have everyone reaching for more, let's get our aprons on and get started. First things first, let's talk about our base, the dough. For the softest, most pillowy breadsticks, we need a good quality pizza dough. You can absolutely use your favorite store-bought pizza dough to make this super quick and easy. No judgment here, we all love a good shortcut. But if you have a little extra time and want to take it to the next level, I highly recommend making your own. A simple homemade pizza dough with yeast, flour, water, salt, and a touch of olive oil will give you an incredible texture and flavor. Just make sure your dough is at room temperature before you start. This is a crucial step. A cold dough will be tough to roll out and won't rise as beautifully in the oven. So let it sit on the counter for about 30 minutes to an hour until it's soft and pliable. Now for the fun part. Lightly flour your work surface and place your dough right in the center. We're going to roll it out into a large rectangular shape. Don't worry about making it perfectly symmetrical. Rustic is part of the charm. Aim for a thickness of about 1/4 of an inch. We want it thick enough to be substantial and fluffy, but not so thick that it takes forever to cook through. Use a rolling pin and gentle, even pressure. If the dough starts to spring back, just let it rest for a couple of minutes, and it will relax, making it easier to roll. Once you have your beautiful rectangle of dough ready, transfer it carefully onto a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. The parchment paper is your best friend here. It prevents sticking and makes cleanup a breeze. Next up, it's time to bring in the star flavors, garlic and butter. In a small bowl, we're going to melt some butter. I prefer using unsalted butter because we'll be adding salt later, and this gives us more control over the final seasoning. Once your butter is melted, it's time to add the garlic. For the best, most aromatic flavor, you have to use fresh garlic. Mince it up as finely as you can. The more surface area, the more that amazing garlic flavor will infuse into the butter. Stir the minced garlic into the melted butter and add a little pinch of salt. Give it a good mix, and just take a moment to appreciate that incredible aroma. This is the heart and soul of our garlic breadsticks. Now, take a pastry brush and generously, and I mean generously, brush this garlic butter mixture all over the surface of your dough. Get into every nook and cranny, all the way to the edges. We want every single bite to be packed with that rich, buttery, garlicky goodness. And now, for the part that makes everyone's heart skip a beat. The cheese. We're not holding back today. I'm using a combination of shredded mozzarella and shredded cheddar cheese. Mozzarella gives us that incredible, satisfying cheese pull that we all know and love, while the cheddar adds a sharper, more complex flavor that cuts through the richness of the butter. You could also experiment with other cheeses like provolone or a Parmesan blend. Feel free to make it your own. Sprinkle the cheese mixture evenly and generously over the entire surface of the dough. Cover it from edge to edge. Remember, there's no such thing as too much cheese in this recipe. We want a thick, glorious blanket of cheesy goodness that will melt into a bubbly, golden crust. Our cheesy masterpiece is assembled and ready for the oven. Make sure your oven is preheated to 200 degrees Celsius, which is about 400 degrees Fahrenheit. A hot oven is key to getting that perfect baked golden brown on the outside and soft and fluffy on the inside. Slide your baking sheet onto the middle rack and bake for about 12 to 15 minutes. Keep a close eye on it. You'll know it's done when the edges are a beautiful golden brown and the cheese is completely melted, bubbly, and maybe even a little browned in spots. The smell that will fill your kitchen at this point is absolutely heavenly. It's the smell of pure happiness. Once it's out of the oven, let it cool for just a minute or two. We want it hot but not so hot that you can't handle it. Now, for a final touch of freshness and color, sprinkle some freshly chopped parsley all over the top. It not only looks beautiful but also adds a subtle, fresh herby note that balances all that richness. Using a pizza cutter or a sharp knife, slice the baked rectangle into sticks. You can make them as thick or as thin as you like. I usually go for about 1-inch wide sticks. The moment you cut into it, you'll see that incredible cheese pull and hear the slight crunch of the crust. It's so satisfying. Finally, it's time to serve. These cheesy garlic breadsticks are absolutely fantastic on their own. But they are taken to a whole new level when you serve them with a side of warm marinara sauce for dipping. The tangy tomato sauce is perfect companion to the rich, cheesy, garlicky bread. Arrange the sticks on a platter, put out a bowl of sauce, and watch them disappear in minutes. They are so incredibly soft, chewy, and gooey. That combination of the buttery garlic, the melted cheese, and the soft bread is just pure magic. Each bite is a melt-in-your-mouth experience that is just so comforting and delicious. And there you have it. The most amazing homemade cheesy garlic breadsticks you will ever make. They're so simple, yet so impressive. I really hope you give this recipe a try. It's a guaranteed crowd pleaser for any occasion. If you do make them, be sure to let me know how they turned out in the comments below. I love hearing from you all. Thanks so much for joining me in the kitchen today. If you enjoyed this recipe, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more delicious ideas. See you next time. Happy cooking!